Hello, how you
Hi, how
doing?
are you? I'm Allison. I'm the nurse navigator here in the emergency department. And I'm checking to see how you're doing. What brought you in today again?
I never got like a diagnosis or what to do because I need to see like a specialist. I don't know where to go because it's been like a month and my finger is still the same exact way.
Yeah, but you have to go to your primary care doctor.
I don't have no primary care doctor.
What's your insurance?
I don't know.
You don't know? When last you had insurance, or if you have you ever applied for insurance?
I applied for insurance right before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on. I just need to figure out what to do with my hand because I need to get back to work and I can't work with this hand. I can't grab nothing.
We'll see. When you came in, you had left, and then you
Because
returned.
I came
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even that much people in the emergency room and they
Mm-hmm.
said I gotta go in another room because people gotta it didn't make any sense to me, so I told them I would sit right there
Okay.
and they said I can't sit there, so I'm
Okay.
like, what's going on? I'm supposed to be getting discharged, you put me in a whole different room saying that people need the room and there's nobody in the emergency room, so it just didn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
So I told them I'd sit there and they said I couldn't sit there, so I was like, I'll just leave then.
Okay. See, we gotta try to figure out what's going on with your hand. Your hand was X-ray, it's negative. Okay, so we gotta find out a way so they don't continue to come back to the emergency room. Because once a patient leaves the emergency department, they have to follow up with their primary care doctor. Okay, and apparently you don't have a primary care doctor. We gotta try and find you one. Okay, I called the number on your chart to get in touch with you this morning, but the number belongs to Melissa.
What number you called?
I called 610, that's a number that's on your chart, 818
You
7457.
should have called the house number, the 862 number. My mom would have picked up.
862. And what's
202.
the number on your phone so I
My
can.
phone is off right now.
Okay.
Pay my phone bill yet.
So this person, because it
What's
says
the house
Melissa.
number? That 610 number, I ain't pay my phone bill, so I
Okay.
guess they might have gave it to somebody else.
Okay, I see. So we need to remove that one from your chart then? Or is that the number for that phone,
It's
seen as
off.
its
This
phone?
phone is off. Somebody got the number, so.
Okay, all right. That's why I didn't leave a message, because I was like, it says Melissa, and your name is Mr. Kendall, so I can't leave a message. So what's the best number?
The number
880?
that's up there, the 862 number.
Okay, all right. Do you live at home with your mom? Do you live,
Mm-mm.
where are you living right now?
I'm all over
You're, okay.
Philadelphia,
Okay,
primary.
okay,
I'll be out here sometimes. I come out here to see the hospitals because
okay.
Temple and
Yeah, because I've
Jefferson is
seen you've
bad.
been to quite a few hospitals.
Yeah, but I prefer to come here because Temple and Jefferson, they're
Mm-hmm.
not good hospitals.
Oh, okay,
And University of Penn is kind of out the way, so I'll
okay.
come here because it's a little bit
Oh,
more
okay,
convenient,
okay. So, so are you actually homeless right now?
basically.
Okay, all right, okay. And I'm sure that's not what you want to do, right?
Yeah, man, you gotta fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I said I'm a warrior, so I gotta fight it out.
Oh, okay, okay. So, how did you injure your hand? Was it a bus accident I saw on your chart? How did that?
I really don't know how it happened. I asked the tow truck driver. He said he never seen nothing like that before. It was like a freak accident. Everything was going good, and then the guy he just swerved off the road, and
Hmm.
nobody got hurt besides me. I was the only person that got hurt.
Hmm.
But I thought it was just like a sprain or something because I had got an
Hmm.
X-ray in Jefferson when it first happened, and they said it wasn't no sprain, it wasn't no fracture.
Right.
So I was like, I'll just give it a couple weeks. It's been a whole month now.
Have you been trying to like work it?
Yeah, I
Like,
do this all the time. I do this,
mm,
and it still hurt. I still can't pick nothing up. It's the same. It's just it don't hurt as much as
mm,
day one, but it's still in pain, and I still can't grab nothing. I worked like this for like a whole week and it was just bad. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't as productive as I was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't work like this because I wanted to heal. I don't want to work like this and, keep it from healing,
Where are you working now?
I ain't working nowhere now because of this.
Mm. Where were you working before this?
I had a job out King of Prussia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of putting a dent in my step right now. And then not only that, I got a foot injury on my left foot too. And I've been working with these two injuries, still working, but this getting a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still fractured though. Like the left toe is still fractured.
It's fractured
hmm
with something fall on it?
I don't know what happened to it. It just one day, I woke up
Mm-hmm.
and it was feeling bad, so I went to the hospital and they said you got a fracture. I don't know what happened.
And did you do any follow up with
I went to a hospital probably like a couple weeks ago and they said it's still fractured, but it's healing. I had a boot that they gave me, a
Mm-hmm.
brace. I was wearing it for like a month, but
Right. It takes a while for it to heal. So, is it the toe? Which one?
it's the middle toe.
The middle. Okay. Yeah, that takes a while for it to
Yeah, so I'm
heal.
just dealing with a whole bunch of different stuff. So that's why I left because I was here
Mm-hmm.
for about like 6 hours just for this little thing here. And they seen like just now I came in with another gentleman
Mm-hmm.
and they seen him first. And
Well,
that's the same thing
it
that happened.
goes by acuity. So if you can see 10 people, you probably could be the first person comes to the ED, and six people come after you. It's all based on acuity.
It's the
Not
emergency.
saying that your thumb is not acute,
I get what you're
but
saying.
it all depends on the other patient presenting condition.
It's a gentleman that came in with the same issue as me and they seen him first.
You can't say that. You don't know what other issues.
He told because he checked in right after me.
Mm-hmm.
He said his finger hurt
Mm-hmm.
and they seen him before they seen me. And they kind of got me like, is it favoritism here? Is
No,
it
nothing. No, 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 no,
discrimination?
no, no, no. We don't do favoritism.
It
You
is
could
because
be King Charles.
just now I was sitting in the lobby
Mm-hmm.
and it's a whole bunch of people sitting in the orange chair over the glass
Mm-hmm.
and they ain't say nothing to him. But when I came here last time, I sat up front and they said I gotta sit behind the glass. So I didn't really understand that neither. When after they do your blood pressure, you
Mm-hmm.
check in, they tell you to sit behind the
Right. Yeah.
glass
Mm-hmm.
because the front is when people come in.
Coming too. Yeah.
But just now it was people that already got checked in and they was sitting behind the glass and they didn't say anything to them. And then I came last night and I was trying to get in because I came at night on a bus
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to get in on that entrance there. And the lady said she couldn't let me in, but she had let some gentleman in with an ice box. And mind you, I got a fracture. I have my paperwork showing that I have a fracture. She wanted me to walk all the way around. Like, how wicked is that? And she let the gentleman in, and she wanted me to walk all the way around. I'm like, I can't do that. I got a fractured left foot.
Well, you're talking about that orange door,
When you
the
come in
wooden
on a
door.
bus, the G bus,
Mm-hmm.
they got the bus stop.
Yeah.
You could come in through the side there, but after night they lock
Right.
it.
It's closed. Right. Yeah.
But they usually do still let me in. I just gotta press the intercom button and I speak to somebody and they come let me in. But the lady said she can't let me in, but she let somebody else in that wasn't being seen or nothing. I don't know what he was there for. He had an ice box. So it's a lot of discrimination here, you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think it's discrimination because if somebody is coming in with an ice box, it could be one of the employee. They could be having something in their department if they're coming in with an ice box.
The gentleman ain't had no scrubs on, no
Yeah,
uniform,
it
no nothing.
doesn't matter if you don't see scrubs
That
in
means he
because
don't work here then. If he don't have no scrubs on, what he doing construction at 10 o'clock at nighttime? If he don't
yeah,
have a scrub set on, he don't have what you're wearing, attire like what you're wearing, how does he work here?
yeah,
He didn't have no tag on his car, no nothing. They let him in and they didn't let me in.
I don't overread that. I wouldn't. If I were you, don't overread that. There's always a reason for something. Please don't overread it. Don't overread
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I didn't really pay no mind. I'm a
Yeah, don't,
patient
yeah,
person, so I just,
yeah, don't overread it because,
but it just seemed like discrimination to me.
nah, mm-mm. I wouldn't, no, I
And
wouldn't say
then,
that.
and then the lady on the intercom, she was like, there's nobody here to let you in. But then it's somebody that let the gentleman in because she let me in the night before. But she said on
And
the intercom, she like, there's nobody here to let you in. Plus, this entrance is closed. I'm like, but you let me in the other day. And then I had seen the gentleman let in the guy with the icebox. So I'm like, what?
yeah, that's
First you
the
lied and
people
said,
who are letting people in is security.
but she said it wasn't nobody there to let me in, but it was a gentleman that let the guy in. So she just lied and she just contradicted herself.
So security after hours, only security lets people, they
I
press the
understand that,
button and
and
they
that's
let
that's
people
the
come
guy
in.
that it was security that let the gentleman in. It was
And if security is doing their rounds and they see someone and it is a legitimate reason where they're going, let's say, for instance, me, my badge would not work at the entrance at a certain time, which is after 9 o'clock. So I have to buzz security so they could let me in.
and then when I try to check back in,
Hmm.
they pretty much refuse my service, or they refuse giving me service. They're like, oh yeah, we can't see if you're using your phone. I'm like, where does it say that?
If you're using your phone.
Yeah, I had my phone just like this. You see, just like I'm holding my phone.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, but you can't come in if you're using your phone. I'm like, what you mean? They're like, you can't. There's like it's policy that says it's no video recording. I'm like, I'm not really video recording. The gentleman, he just made a wild guess. He's like, what you recording? I'm like, I gotta record for my safety. I never admitted to recording or not record.
Hmm.
But somehow they assumed that I was recording. They're like, oh, we can't see you because you're recording. I'm like, what sense does that make? If you're not
Who
doing nothing,
see? Who are you talking about to see
the
you?
security guard, the two security guards that was there, the lady that didn't want to
Hmm.
let me in, and there was another gentleman there. They was like, we can't see you if you're recording. I'm like, I'm not recording. I just had my phone in my hand for my safety. And he was like, oh, that's policy. So pretty much they refused giving me service last night because I had my phone in my hand. And I got the police officer was right there. He was recording, so he's the witness, and he had recording footage of that situation. That's why I didn't come back to see about my finger.
Hmm.
So I said I'm gonna wait till that shift is over, and I'm gonna come in on this shift. And that's why I came in now, because they pretty much refused to see me last night.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of, and I didn't report any of this. I'm only telling you this because
Hmm.
it seemed like you don't really understand. So I'm trying to explain to you I am being discriminated here, and it's not right because I don't bother anybody. I'm a polite,
Hmm.
peaceful person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm dealing with injuries and a whole bunch of different stuff. I just told you my homeless situation.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't let that out on nobody. I come here
Right.
like I'm a regular person.
Hmm. Um, we gotta try to. You have to get insurance so you can see doctors um, when you have, like, for instance, now you have this injury, and if the doctor refer you, let's say, to a hand specialist or physical therapy, um, right now, if you do not have insurance, you're just gonna have to pay out of pocket.
But I never got the. You said it was negative, but
But the
I didn't
thing
never get
is,
the discharge papers for
you
for.
didn't get any discharge paper. I don't know what the discharge paper says.
You said it was negative though.
It is negative. Your X-ray, there is no fracture. That's what I meant. But what I'm saying is, you said you don't have full dexterity.
Can't pinch nothing.
So,
I can't zip. I gotta zip like this.
right.
I pull my sleeve up. I gotta. It's just like I got four fingers,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like it's like you walking without a big toe. You know what I'm saying? Can't run. You only can walk.
I
And
never
I need
thought
to
about
work.
that.
Most of my jobs is
Mm-hmm.
manual labor. I don't have
Right.
the security of working like how you work,
Mm-hmm.
blue collar. White collar. I have to work blue collar jobs, so I need my thumb. I can't pick nothing up. Like I work,
Mm-hmm.
but I was working like 50%. because I can't grab nothing.
Right.
But I didn't tell nobody that, and I didn't complain. I was just trying to work through it, but I can't work like this.
Yeah.
I can't. It's just like you a track star, the guy from Jamaica, the fast guy, Usain Bolt, and you don't have no big toes. You can't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I need all my fingers to be able to work. Now, if it was like my middle finger, I probably could have still worked, even though that would have been bad. But the thumb, it just just mess everything up.
So, would you be able to go down to your county's office to get insurance?
Um, I can, but I came really for the discharge papers. That's
Oh,
really
that's
what I
all you
came in
came
for.
for?
I mean, I came to get seen again, but you said it's negative, so
Mm-hmm.
it ain't no need to do another X-ray. But I would still like to get the discharge papers just so I could have that in my hand.
Okay, let me let the doc know.
Will you be able to get that for me?
We can, if that's all that you're here for, you should have just tell the folks
I
up
did.
front.
The lady, she gave me some number. It didn't even work. She gave me some number. I called it. It didn't work.
Because if
484
that's
number.
all you're here for,
No, I'm here to get seen, but you saying that is negative.
well,
So if it's,
once you see the doctor, because you're here already, the doctor sees you, they're gonna give you your discharge instructions and your discharge summary, it's called.
okay, that
Okay?
sounds good.
And what I would advise you to do is, because based on what the physician recommendation would be, if he refers you to any other doctor, you would need some form of insurance, or you're just gonna have to pay out of pocket. And as you know, those,
So when they put my name in the system, they didn't show no insurance.
do you have any?
I don't know, but
Because when I,
my mom applied for insurance for me. That same number that I gave you, she applied insurance for me.
mhm.
So
When was that? A
like a
year
month
ago,
ago,
a
a
month
couple months
ago?
ago, she applied for it. So I don't know, cause I was staying with her like
Okay.
over the summer, and
Mm-hmm.
she took it into her initiative to apply insurance for me.
Right.
So
Um,
I didn't apply for it. She applied for it. So I
yeah,
don't. That's why I'm saying I don't know what's going on.
yeah, but what happens, even though she applies, you still have to go down to the county office because you have to take documents to them if you're working, like your pay stub, etc.
That's the thing. It's
Mm.
not my mom. She not from this county. She from a whole nother state. So that's why I don't know what's going on. Cause she applied when I was staying with her in New
Where is
Jersey.
she? New Jersey she lives?
She applied
Mm-hmm.
in New Jersey. So that's why. Cause I was trying to see a specialist about this, and they said that I have some type of insurance from New Jersey. Cause I went down to Temple on 8th and Race,
Mm-hmm.
but they said they can't see me because the insurance is from another state.
Right. So I
So,
cannot see the insurance from another state. I didn't know it's from New Jersey. All I could see is if you have insurance in Pennsylvania.
oh.
So that's why when I look at the state site, it showed you had none.
But that's weird because when I went to Jefferson, they said I had insurance. That's why I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They said I had the same insurance my mom said she applied for. They
Well,
said
then that's out of state. But if you need to see any physician in Pennsylvania,
you
you
need that
need to
state.
have, yeah, that state. You can't use out of state Medicaid to see a primary or any specialist. So what I'll advise you to do, seeing as you already have that insurance, is to seek care, seeing as you have New Jersey insurance, and you should touch base with your mom to see um, what insurance you have in
She
New
don't even
Jersey.
she said she don't even remember applying for me, but they said somebody applied for me. They said it wasn't me. And the only other person that knew my information is her and my dad. And I know my dad ain't do it, so she had to do it. She said she kind of remember, but she don't remember enough to tell me what insurance it is. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, if she applied for that information, the insurance card would have gone to her home.
It should have, right? And I
Yes.
think it did.
So they have the information, so I'll highly recommend you call your mom, your parents, and figure out what insurance you have. And that way you can see um, any doctor or physical therapy or whatever the doctor requests
So
that you
who?
see.
So for something like this, what specialist would I have to see for this? Because this is not a bone injury. It's like a muscle tendon injury.
Well, I'm not the physician. I can only guesstimate or have an idea of what he probably may do.
I
Seeing
thought
as
you was a
you,
doctor. I don't know why I thought you was a doctor.
no, I'm a nurse.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Like a nurse practitioner.
not a nurse practitioner.
Okay,
I'm an RN,
okay,
and I specialize in. I have a specialty in public health.
okay.
Okay, so and that's how I could come and talk to you regarding your emergency department visits and try to steer you in the right direction so you can get care once you leave the hospital. So that's my role here in the emergency department,
I see.
is to figure out why you continue to come to the ED and refer you to the right facility. So my recommendation to you is touch base with your mom, see what insurance you have, and then once you figure that out based on the physician recommendation for outpatient follow-up, you can call, look to see what physicians in that area that you can go to in New Jersey, seeing as you have New Jersey insurance. Okay? And I can't get in touch with you because you don't have a phone, and I cannot call your mom to talk to your mom regarding your health condition. So,
You can't.
no, I
I
can't
mean, she
talk.
the one that applied for the insurance.
No, I can't talk to your mom regarding any of your health condition. That's HIPAA.
Even if I give you consent right now, you still can't do it.
No.
Oh, well.
All I can do, see, and I would recommend you turn your phone on. You know, I know
I just
it's
told you
costly.
I'm homeless. I
Hmm.
don't even have a pot to piss in, let alone pay my phone bill.
Oh, okay, okay,
If I had the money, trust and believe, it would be on right now.
okay,
It's
okay,
tough walking around without the phone. It's
okay.
tough.
So it's not on, but you could still use it for.
I use it to watch videos and stuff like that, but it doesn't work. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
have to be under Wi-Fi for me to be able to watch videos and stuff like that.
Oh, okay,
And I
okay.
use it for navigation. Like it's a map on there and it work
Right.
offline.
Okay.
So, you know,
Okay. Well, you gotta try to, you know, see what you could do. You're a young man. How old are you? 34? You're a young man. So you gotta see. And how
once I
long you
get
been
this,
living with people?
I'm not living with nobody, but as long as I can get this finger situated,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to start back working again.
Okay.
But without this,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to do anything. Cause I mean, you could find a job where you just stand up,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not hard. It's not easy to find a job like that.
Right, right.
Most jobs, entry level jobs is manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you working at a restaurant, you working at a
Do
warehouse.
you work at Amazon and King of Prussia? Is that where you working? Where you
It's
was
an
it?
Amazon in King of Prussia. I don't think it is.
Where you was? You said King of Prussia. You
It
have a
was a
job.
a
Warehouse.
warehouse job.
Okay.
I did get a offer for Amazon in Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
but this I'm getting job opportunities. It's just I can't do nothing because I don't want to hurt it more, and then I'm permanently with this finger like this. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a guy at my old job. He was walking with a limp, and they put him on light duty, but he still was walking, and now
Mm-hmm.
he got a limp, a permanent limp. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have my finger like this permanently. I want it to be able to heal. So I don't know what I got to do. If I got to get surgery or, because I looked it up. It says surgery when you got a tore tendon. It said that's the only way to fix it is to get surgery. So I don't know how true that is, but
Yeah, but there is no fracture or any torn tendon.
it's a torn tendon though. If you if you
That's what
look
it
it up,
says. That's
Because
what
they say when
happened
you
to
say
your
you
hand?
can't pinch, because
Mhm.
I looked it up. I looked up different injuries to
Mhm.
thumbs, and it's fracture one,
Mhm.
broken bone, sprain,
Mhm.
and torn
Right.
tendon. And they say if you can't pinch nothing after a couple weeks after your injury, that means you have a torn ligament, and that's what I got, torn ligament. So that's what it is. Because it's been like a month now. I figured it would have been like 2 weeks, because I thought I jammed it. I used to play basketball, and sometimes you jam it,
Right.
but it'll only be for like a couple days, a week or two. It's been over a month, and it's still like this. So that means it's a torn ligament.
Mm.
And that's surgery. The only how you can replay that is surgery. 'Cause it was a bad bus accident. I had caught myself, because if I didn't catch myself, I would have hit my head on the thing. So it was a lot of force on this hand right here.
Mhm.
Because I was in an awkward position when it happened. I didn't think it was going to happen. If I was sitting in the front, I would have seen it coming and I would have been able to brace myself.
Mhm.
But I was like on the side, and then I just caught myself real quick. But all the impact went to this finger right here.
Mhm.
If it spread evenly, then I would have been okay. But the whole thing went to this finger right here. I thought it was broken at first. I'm like, this hurt bad. I gotta go to the hospital. I couldn't even move it, and it was swollen. This whole thing was fat. And they said put ice on it. It should be good. I'm like, okay, because they said it wasn't no fracture or nothing. They just said it might be sprained. So I put ice on it, and it got back small, but it's still in a lot of pain, and I can't bend it. So it's a torn ligament.
All right, well, the doctor's gonna come and see you, all right? So you take it easy.
Thank you.
All right.